Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Mills and you're watching the George family. So I'm back with another video. I made a video about scholarship in Brazil, right? And a lot of you have been asking me about how to get direct admission into a university without the scholarship. If you haven't watched the video about the scholarship, it happens every year. I'm going to put a link in the description section, alright? So getting admission in Brazil is just like the same procedure as a scholarship. The only difference is that you get an admission without the scholarship. Now I'm going to be talking strictly about the government universities, right? Because for the government universities it's all free. Now for the private and international, of course, you have to pay tuition fee and you also have to go through the same process for the admission, right? Currently, Brazil is a Portuguese-speaking country, so of course, even up to the universities, they all administer their programs in Portuguese. But there are just a few state universities that offer English courses. Right now, I can't really go through all the universities because there's so many universities to know which university is actually doing work or giving out which program. You need to check with the different universities to know which university is offering which course and so on. I'm just going to list a few states where many people study there. So you want to check out universities from the state. So you have Rio, you have Sao Paulo, you have Minas Gerais, you have Florianopolis, and you have Brasilia. So if you want to check out the state universities from these different states and you check out the programs that are being offered in English. So I'm going to help you out on this by leaving the link of the list of all the government universities. That's the help I can give. So I'm going to put the link and you open up, you're going to see the list of government universities and you can check out which one in the states that is according to your preference. Government website also gives you information, it updates you on the calendar when schools are going to begin. There are schools that are open, when admission is going to be open, alright? You need to also know the calendar. When you have found the university of your preference, the next thing you want to do is to apply. Alright, there's always a link there. You apply. After that, you submit your documents. Then you're going to go through two stages. These two stages is very common in all universities. Stages. The first stage is you're going to do an exam. This exam is depending on the program that you took, alright? And different programs have different procedures as well. But you must do an exam and you must do an interview. Those two things you can't miss, alright? So you do the exam first, and if you pass the exam, then you're going to do an interview. And mostly the interview is always based on things that you put into the application as well as your qualifications in the previous study. Like for example, if you're doing masters, then they're going to ask you about maybe your undergraduate thesis and all those things, what you did, the subjects and so on. Before you're being taken to the process, they also compare, like they have to evaluate your courses that you did for undergraduate or masters and make sure that they are in line with the curriculum, alright? And after that, your results are going to be out. All the state universities in Brazil is free. So tuition is tuition free. So you don't pay anything. Scholarship only comes in place. It's going to cover your accommodation. It's going to cover all the costs, right? That's when you get the monthly stipend. There's also another thing that I noticed. There are programs with the state university. It is pathway program, alright? From undergraduate straight, you'll be admitted into a PhD program. I'm also going to leave the link to that particular university. I don't know if it happens for all the state universities, but I just saw it with this university. There are two pathways. You can leave from undergraduate to masters or from undergraduate straight to a PhD program. So after your years of studies, you're going to end up being a doctor. Right? So that is mostly when it comes to like subjects like science subjects. I don't know about the other ones, right? I saw this only for physics. Everything's always on the website. The requirements that they need. If you're going for masters, you need undergraduate. If you're going for PhD, then you need a masters, and maybe you have to write an essay depending on the school and depending on the requirements. It's not difficult to get an admission into a university as an international student. You just want to make sure that the course is being offered 100% in English. Almost all the undergraduate courses are in Portuguese for the state universities, but masters and PhD, you have a handful of them in English, all right? So you just want to check it out, pass all through these stages, and you're good to go. I've received a lot of questions about having admission into universities in Brazil without going through the scholarship path. There are a lot of them. You can get admission. It's not difficult, very easy and straightforward. If your course is in English, you will not be needing a requirement in Portuguese. That is it. We have come to the end of this video. If you have any more questions, you can leave in the comment section. If you find this video interesting, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and you hit the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a video in that same live. Ciao.